Hello class, this is Mr. Blevins again. This is an example from your 1.3 homework, problem number 5. So what we're doing here is we're trying to find relative maximums and relative minimums. So I'm blowing this picture up here. A relative maximum is like a place where a function goes from increasing to decreasing. So right here is a relative maximum. Okay, relative means it's not the overall maximum. We can see the graph is higher over here than it is here as far as the y's go. It just means it's the highest point in an interval close by some x value. So this is the highest point around there. It looks like it occurs at -1 to -3. Okay, and then here's a relative minimum. A relative minimum, likewise, there may be points, like if this graph were to keep going lower, and it does, this isn't the overall minimum, but it is the minimum, again, close by, because it goes from decreasing to increasing. So that looks like it's taking place at +1 as far as the x's go. Alright, so when we do this problem, the easiest thing, you can eyeball it to get the x's. Okay, it's occurring at -3, the maximum. The minimum's occurring at 1 for the x's. But to get the y values, the easiest thing to do is to take the function that they give you and plug it into your calculator. So I've got it plugged in here. All right, and then change the window to this window. So if I press window, -551 by, alright, that skipped down to the y's, -80, 80, 10. Alright, and then just leave this as a 1 right here. Alright, and then if I graph that, you'll see it looks it is this same picture. Okay. Alright, so once I know the x's, and again we said that it looks like it's, I'll blow this up, -1, 2, 3. -3 is where the maximum occurs. I can press the trace button on the calculator and type in -3. Alright, so there's where it occurs. Okay, and the y coordinate that goes with that is 60. Okay, now when we go over here, the function f has a relative maximum, again, maximum, high point, at, alright, when it says at, that's an x value. That's an x coordinate. So the x coordinate here is -3. So we click this, we type in -3, and the relative maximum is, that's the y coordinate. The relative maximum is 60. So I type in 60. Alright, and then I move forward for the minimum. Part B says find the minimum. So again, it looked to us like the minimum occurred at 1, when x was 1. So I type in 1 into this thing. Alright, as long as I've already hit trace, I can just type another number. Alright, and then I get -4 for y. So the function has a relative minimum at 1, and the minimum is -4. Okay, so make sure that you understand that the at's are x's, and the r's, or the is's, are y's. Okay, the location of a maximum or minimum is determined by the x coordinate. The value of it is determined by the y coordinate.